TM Manufacturing offers 5 different models of wood splitter for the Skidsteer. What we're looking at here is the Warrior 24. It's designed for smaller wood, and it has a 4-way wing on it for splitting into stove wood size or for smaller fireplaces. There's also a Warrior 30, and that does not have the 4-way wing on it, so it's more designed for splitting larger pieces into halves. Now you can certainly take the wings off of the 24, and it is a very powerful splitter. Now the Warrior 24 is referencing the stroke distance, and it's good for pieces of wood up to 24 inches, which covers just about most people's fireplace needs. The Warrior 30 has a stroke distance of 30 inches, and it'll take larger pieces if necessary. Next up from the Warrior is the TM Heavy Duty series. It has a 30-inch stroke and a 5-inch cylinder. It's just like the Pro series, but it does not have the window up on the top. I'll show you the window next. Now, the window that I'm talking about is located on the top of the wood splitter, and you can see through it. Here's a picture of the window. There it is. You can see through while you're working. Only the Pro series has the window built into it. The others do not. Also note that the Pro series has the wedge located at the end of the unit rather than at the ram. The Warrior has the ram push the wedge up to the flat. Now take note how I use this device to push the wood around. You can sweep it out of the way. Be careful of the hydraulic hoses, of course, but it's an excellent machine for moving the wood around as you're working it as well. Note that you can pick up big logs and you can position them where you're splitting if you want to. A lot of times I'll grab a piece of wood, and rather than splitting it on the spot where I'm working, I'll take it over and split it onto a pile and let it drop off into the work area. This Warrior 24 is an excellent machine if you want a lot of smaller pieces, and by being able to split 4 pieces at a time and do it again, then you have 8, then you do it again, you've got 12. Before you know it, you've got a lot of small wood accumulated. Now there are a lot of tricks that you can learn. For instance, if you have a piece of wood that you want to split in half, if you go at it with the 4-way from the edge, you're going to push the side wings into the piece of wood and stall it out. You can also move wood around and position it. Note how I'm pushing this piece of wood around and then going ahead and doing my splitting. As the ram returns, it goes into a housing that causes the wood to separate from the wedge. That's very handy. It holds the wood in there very, very tightly. And without that housing, you can see it going back in there, it would hang up. Now in terms of production, you can see that I've got a pretty good pile of wood here, and because we have a tree service, I'm doing an awful lot of wood production. Firewood is a secondhand business, but I can split about a cord an hour if I'm getting into a good rhythm, and that's what it is. You first off, you have to be skillful with your tractor. You have to know how to move stuff around and really be able to manipulate this splitter in position. But once you get the hang of it, and it doesn't take long, you can process wood at a good pace. Take note of the species of wood that I'm splitting here. This is eucalyptus in California. Eucalyptus is known for being a very difficult wood to split. Now granted, it's straight grain, and with the 4-way you can get away with it as long as you don't get any great big knots. If you have real rough wood or real gnarly wood that's got a lot of irregular grain, you can certainly take those wings off and split it in half easy. So if you own a skid steer, one of these TM wood splitters will definitely be an asset to your business.